Ron made that. He had that made by the time I met him, that model. And he determined the things in it from radar. Now what we do know is that not very much of this structure was really evident, but what he did, when he would find something on the radar, he would assume symmetry. You know, if he found 2 or 3 of those here and here, maybe one down here, he would just assume. So, but he did, the most interesting thing to me is this area right through here. And he found out from his radar that between these rooms here, we'll call them rooms, cubicles, and the outer portion of where the ribs were, was an intersection that he didn't know what it was. He thought maybe it was a flotation collar. If it was airtight, you know, and sealed, then the air would have, inside it would have made it more buoyant, you know, in the water. That it would have provided some sort of buoyancy. The other thing he thought it could possibly be was for food. You could have put food down in there, but he didn't know. He didn't know. And he found these little cubicles, you know, this configuration. The front of the boat clearly showed a door here up front.
That's the only one door.
Only one door that they could
Noah's
find.
Ark.
Yes. And it clearly shows inside that door, it goes down and it also goes up. It's a ramp system. So some would have gone down, some would have come up. Now this second deck right here, he was able to find you know, evidence of large chambers here, and he found evidence of small cubicles here.
Yes.
And then this big open space he assumed was, remember how the Bible says there was one window?
Yes.
A cubit round about? And he didn't know exactly what that meant, unless it possibly meant this was the one window, 1 cubit roundabout, and it would let, now we're not sure about this is all speculation, but from what he found, you know, he thought maybe there was something like this here to let light in, but we don't know, because this top deck was collapsed. It was collapsed, and what he did discover was that there was a thickness here, and then it suddenly became thinner here, then it suddenly became thinner here. So he believed that the different decks, you know, this was the bottom, but then this deck was here, and then this deck began there. So, but...
So you said this is like the window? And you said, okay, so this is one window.
One window, yeah. Well,
one big window.
Well, no. As you can see, it's many.
Many windows.
But we don't know.
Okay.
We don't know. We don't have evidence for this. The evidence that he chose for that was the fact that there was an opening here. And the Bible says, he says, a window, 1 cubit roundabout. If it was just 1 cubit, roundabout wouldn't mean, what did roundabout mean? Yeah. But roundabout implies that it extends some length. So that is speculation. We probably will never know about this because, again, it's collapsed.
Yes.
But I guess Randall showed you. Did you show? Okay, Randall, it's your turn because he's going to show you.
I have a question.
Oh,
so when the Bible said, when he let the pigeon out.
Yes.
So he was letting the pigeon out
Yeah,
From-
he had to open a window to let it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Open the window. Yes.
The dove. Mhm.
Yeah. So we don't we don't know.
Okay.
But now Randall is going to tell you about the resistivity scans, and Andrew, where did Andrew go? That they did in 2014, because this is exciting.
Wow. So this is new stuff.
This is new stuff. Nobody's seen this.
Yeah.
It's not on the internet.
Oh,
Well,
this is-
what's on the? You can do it here. No
Well,
other
yeah,
box
but
scans
nobody-
NZ.
Yeah.
Pull it
Okay.
up.
Yeah. And I will give you the files if you want them for all of these posters,
Oh, that will be excellent.
because what you can do,
Uh,
they're made to be the size. You have Costco out there.
yeah.
Okay, they're made to fit this size at Costco,
Yes. Okay.
so they're already ready.
Wow.
Now I'm going to turn it over to Randall, who did all this work. There's Randall right there.
I could not recognize him.
Okay, good, awesome. Okay.
Basically, in 2014, John Larson, who's our expert on this resistivity, met us out here with Andrew, and we came out to this site and ran these scans. The blue lines going this direction, a long ways, and then 3 going the other side, going the east and west. And so we had, I believe it was 13 scans run. And each line, it was about every 3 meters, there was
Okay.
a spike in the ground.
Okay.
And we would run each scan, would take an hour and a half, and it's putting down thousands of data points. And it's reading it kind of like a CAT scan.
Okay.
If you do a CAT scan on the body, you know, it shoots through, and it's something like that. And then he has a program that ties all these scans and these data points together,
Okay. Okay.
so that we'll be able to get a 3D image
Yes.
of this boat.
Yes.
Well, his computer's not big enough to handle it,
Oh.
but he's doing it as he can.
Oh.
And so what we're finding then is that, like for this bottom part of the boat, we have a deck at 3 feet, a deck at 20 feet, and look here at the shape. See the back of the boat here? Look at the shape of the boat, 45 feet deep. See the shape? And then here in the front, you got the shape coming in. So that's the shape of the bow of the boat. Here's the rock it's impaled on. This rock here. It's impaled on that rock. So it slid down the mountain during a volcanic mudslide. And it broke away the very bottom piece, the keelson, like a sailboat. It broke the keelson off and left it up here at the top.
Oh.
And then the rest of the boat, it tore the bottom out of the boat, 120 feet or so, out of the bottom of the boat that's missing.
Yeah. Okay.
And so it's badly damaged in the middle of the boat. But the lower part we're finding is still intact. And you'll see it's got those white areas, we believe those to be rooms. And we have, these are timbers. You know, here we have showing a door and the ramp system. Here is where we hope to do some excavation. This section here, we'll excavate here, and it'll have these timbers showing the deck support timbers. And here they are showing up in the scan. The deck support timbers in the scan. So we got cavities showing up here. We got this black line here. It's the deck timber that's still intact. So we'll dig down and find a whole layer of that. Whole layer of those timbers for the floor where they walked around. So this is something we hope to do possibly this summer.
Yes.
Depending on Erdogan's work that he's voting on next Sunday. If they approve him, then he's going to discontinue the hold that he's got on the country right now and allow us to go ahead and work. So if everything goes well, we'll be able to get our permit back in force. Because we had a permit to do this, and then we had a permit last July to
Yes.
excavate. And 2 weeks before we brought our crews in, they had the attempted coup of Turkey there, and so it put everything on hold.
Oh,
So we hope to have permission to get back in there and do this job.
okay,
Okay?
okay.